The old photo album was filled with pictures of smiling faces in places long ago. It was a wonderful trip down memory lane, until Martha came across one photo that brought back a buried secret. She couldn't believe her eyes. There in the photo was her and her sister with two boys she hadn't seen in years. But the most shocking part, they were all standing in front of her house. Martha had no idea how this photo had been taken or why it was in her album. It was like a piece of her past was coming back to haunt her. The photo was so old that the memories associated with it had been dormant for decades. But now that it was unearthed, Martha found herself consumed by the mystery. She tried to remember a time when she and her sister posed for a picture with two boys in front of their house, but her mind was a blank. The photo was a complete enigma to her, leaving Martha more confused than she had been before she found it. Determined to get to the bottom of this mystery, Martha decided to show the photo to her family. Maybe someone else remembered what the picture was from, or why it was taken. But when she showed it to her family, their reactions were just as confused as hers. The photo had clearly made an impression on them as well, but no one could recall any details about it. Martha's sister, Emma, suggested that they should try and find the boys in the photo. Maybe they would be able to shed some light on what was going on in the picture. But finding them would be no easy feat. All they had to go on was the photo and the vague memories that seemed to elude them. Martha wasn't sure if this was a wild goose chase, but she was determined to see it through. As days turned into weeks, hope began to dwindle. It seemed as though the photo and its secrets would remain a mystery forever. Just when Martha was about to give up, she had a brainwave. She remembered an old friend from childhood who lived nearby. He might have been able to provide some answers. With renewed hope, Martha got in touch with her old friend and showed him the photo. And you know what? He immediately recognized the boys in the photo. According to him, they were his cousins. And the photo was taken during a family gathering when he and his cousins were visiting from out of town. Finally, after all this time, Martha had the answer she had been looking for. The photo had been a mystery for far too long, but it was finally solved. As she looked at the photo, she couldn't help but smile. It was just a normal picture of kids having fun, yet it had caused her so much distress. She learned that day that sometimes the past has a way of catching up with us, but it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Sometimes it just means we have a great story to tell.